Hello dear students, I am back with another topic of class 9, The Last Leaf, and it's written by O. Henry, who is known for his twisting plots. And this story is about three characters, Johnsy, Sue, Johnsy, and Bahrman. And in this story, these three are the artists, we can say painters. And these two women, Sue and Johnsy, they share a common apartment, and it's on a particular building, on the top of a particular building. As the winter falls, this Johnsy, he is ill. He falls ill, and he has pneumonia, and now she's suffering from that. Doctor predicts that she won't survive if she does not find will to live. Look, if we have will to live, then only doctors can do anything. If you fell ill sometime, maybe you are given different prescriptions, you are given different medicines, but your inner self does not have that motivation to get well, those medicines will not have any effect. So same is the case with Johnsy over here. She is not having any effect of these medicines, and the doctor says she won't be able to survive if she don't have that will to live, that means desire to live, because she has lost that desire. When asked about the case of depression, Sue mentioned Johnsy's unfulfilled ambition to paint Bay of Naples, as it was ambition of Johnsy to paint this particular Bay of Naples. It's a place, and she wanted to paint it through her brush, but it was an unfulfilled ambition. She was not able to. Now she has lost that will in living. She does not have any desire to live. But the doctor dismisses it because she said Johnsy is not in a condition to go for it. Now Johnsy becomes obsessed with the leaves falling and tells Sue that she will die after the last leaf of the ivy creeper falls. There is an ivy creeper on the opposite wall, and Johnsy is watching outside. She says she tells this very thing to Sue, that these leaves are falling and my health is deteriorating. Maybe with the last leaf, when it will fall down, my life will. And that means the last leaf is here symbolization of both death and hope, or we can say life. So Sue tries to console Johnsy but fails, as she is not able to console her. So what she did, she gives her something to eat. She puts up these curtains, and she draws the curtains. She puts Johnsy to bed and goes out for work, because now she has to work hard to pay for the bills of the doctor as well. After work, she visits Bahrman. Bahrman is another artist who is not successful, who is still waiting. Who is still waiting for a masterpiece. So she visits him. He is an old, unsuccessful artist, this Bahrman, and he still believes that he can just paint a masterpiece. So both discuss the condition of Sue, as Bahrman was not knowing this very thing. After hearing Johnsy's condition, he feels how the falling of leaves what the falling of leaves have to do with the life of Johnsy. That means he is concerned about the life of his friend, which is Johnsy. These three are friends. So Bahrman stays out for the whole night. It's stormy night, and he stays out with his lantern and his brushes and his paint, and that night in the storm, and paints a real looking leaf on the wall outside the window where the creeper is. He just paints a real looking leaf on it. So he stays out for the 2 nights, and he stays out in this very condition. But the condition of Johnsy is deteriorating as well, and when next morning it is sunny, Sue is being told by Johnsy to draw the curtains, but to just close the window so that she can just see outside. But Sue feels hesitated because she does not know what hasn't. She thinks that the last leaf might have fallen, and this will be having negative effect on Johnsy. After a continuous storm for 2 days, when Johnsy saw the last leaf has not fallen, feels like living. Because when the curtains are being drawn and the window is being opened, when Johnsy saw the last leaf, she just figures it out that how cruel she is for herself and for Sue as well. So she has done a lot of mistakes. So now she feels like living. She is motivated that the last leaf has not fallen. But this last leaf, it's none other than the this masterpiece of Baharman, the masterpiece which he has just painted, and he catches pneumonia because he was outside for 2 consecutive nights into storm and dies after painting his masterpiece. So here he was successful as well, and he was able to just save the life of his friend Johnsy. So the critical analyst here says that the last leaf is a true depiction of O. Henry's writing traits, skillful plot and twist ending. As I was telling you that O. Henry is known for a twisted plot, so it is having this story is having a skillful plot and a twisted ending, that how Baharman paints his masterpiece and he is able to, at the same time, he is able to save Johnsy. The story depicts the treasure of life and the inevitability of faith to tackle hindrances through our life. Look, this story shows us that how we can tackle hardships, that it's not that we should lose faith in us, that we should lose our confidence. We should be enough confident to tackle with those hindrances, or we can say problems or hindrances in our life. The melodramatic and picaresque setting of the story connects to the negative status of Johnsy facing life and death subject matter. So now this dramatic this story, it's a full of drama, where and it is full of pictures as well, where this writer wants to show us that how a negative status of Johnsy, it was a kind of a life and death for her, because if you are not motivated to live, nobody can just do anything for you. If you have motivation to do anything, definitely there will be a time when you will be able to achieve that thing. The value of life is the censure of the story, where all things go back and revolve around it. Look, the value of life is more important. It is shown in this very chapter, that what is the value of life, not only for you but for your own ones, for your friends. What is the value of life, or your value for them? And it revolves round and round into this very whole story, because Baharman, he just sacrifices life for the sake of Johnsy, and he paints a masterpiece. So here we are able to figure out that the value of life is very great. Life is very great. The action of Mr. Baharman appears to be chivalric in nature, thus forming the major theme of the story, theme of sincere friendship and selfless sacrifice. The main theme which is there portrayed by the writer in this very story is depicted by the act of Baharman, that we can do anything for our friendship and we can go for selfless sacrifice. This Baharman was not having any kind of motive, or we can say profit, in just painting this masterpiece, or we can say painting this very flower. Later on it became masterpiece because it seemed to be real, so that's why it became masterpiece. But for him, he lost his life, so it was selfless sacrifice for Baharman. The leaf is the symbol of despair that turns into symbol of hope. First, the leaf was symbol of despair because Johnsy was thinking that as this last leaf will fall down, she will die, and lastly it becomes a symbol of hope because it is there. So she is able to regret that what she has done with her life, what she has done with her condition, and she is able to survive. The writer shows that even if we have to face hardships, we should always help our loved ones and be an agent of love and humanity. This is very important, that the chapter also shows this very thing, that how we should help others and how we should help for love and humanity, and how we should be kind of a person in the society who just shows love towards others and make others feel the humanic aspect in you. So that was all in this very chapter. Hope you liked it. Thank you very much.